Hello. Good afternoon to all. Let us wait for a few minutes. Let others can join. Let us start the session by 3:05. Thank you. Yes. Let us start the session now. Let others can also join the middle also. Good afternoon to one and all present here. I am Balasubramanian from Department of Mechanical Engineering. I am very much happy to welcome you all for the orientation program 2021 online organized by Institute Innovation Council formed under MHRD, Ministry of Human Resource Development in Kumaraguru College of Technology. The orientation is about National Innovation and Startup Policy, shortly called NISP. So, in the process of idea to a product, the process is going to there may be a lot of ideas, lot of innovations and design thinking, but there should be a policy to guide properly to convert the innovative idea into a product. So the policy plays a major role. So regarding the policy and other matters, our professor is going to handle the session now. Now I welcome our professor, Dr. K. Paramasivam, Head Government Schemes and Projects, Head IPR Cell, and NISP Coordinator and Innovation Ambassador for Institute Innovation Council, Kumaraguru College of Technology. Also is a professor in Electrical Department. Now I welcome our professor, Dr. K. Paramasivam, to handle the session. After the session, The question may be raised by muting your system or cell phone, or you can put it in the chat box. We will coordinate. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now I welcome our professor, Dr. K. Paramashivam. Sir.
So good afternoon and good evening, everyone present here. Sir, my voice is audible? Sir, can you help me? My
sir,
voice
audible,
is audible?
Sir. Audible, sir. Audible, sir. You can proceed, sir.
Okay, fine. Thank you, sir. So very good evening to one and all present here. I'm very happy to conduct this orientation session on National Innovation and Startup Policy, recently launched by our Government of India. So as sir said, Dr. Balasubramaniam sir said, so in the process of idea to product, so definitely the people like us from higher engineering institutions, where more number of ideas, innovations, creativity, and many applications are there developed as a product, and finally it reaches startup, and hence it goes to commercialization and licensing part. So if we have a such policy for such initiative and such process, then we can promote the process, we can inculcate the culture of innovation and entrepreneurship among faculty members as well as students in confident manner. So that is why recently launched by our government, the Ministry of Education. So it was called as MHRD. Now it becomes Ministry of Education Innovation Cell, under which this NISP formed by a group of people called NISP committee team. So finalized as NISP for higher engineering institutes. So at present they have launched, and we are also participated in this NISP campaign organized by our Ministry of Education, where how best we can implement the policy in our institute, KCT, or similar to other institutions, how best we can implement it, the policy. Apart from this, we have Tamil Nadu State Innovation Policy also recently launched by our Tamil Nadu government. So in that way, if every institutions, those who are participating in the NISP campaign, they can implement this policy, they can frame their own policy in line with National Innovation and Startup Policy and state policy. So if you are from other states, say it should be in line with the concerned state and the central government, this NISP. So that is the main objective of this program. And moreover, when we know more about this policy and features, we can add some more suggestions. You can give it to your own institution or our college like KCT, so that this program is organized for all. So participants are from our KCT institutions as well as from other institutions also. It will be useful. So it will be a very short session only. You know, the innovation part is concerned, the Government of India is organizing or initiating a lot of programs related to innovation and startup. And you know, right from past 5 years, if you see, in 2015 they have started with the policy and object for IPR cell, IP India service.com. If you visit, you can easily there. Time onwards, they are concentrating more on innovations. You know, now almost many countries are running their economy through the innovation and development. Hence, we are also part of that. And hence, you know, there is an index called Global Innovation Index that is among 131 countries. Now in 2020, they have ranked India in 48th place, and 4 places we are moving ahead. Last year we were at 52, and few years 80. So the major changes in India during the last 5 years. So with this note, we will enter into the policy. This is the policy. Actually, the policy launched in 2019 by MHRD, Ministry of MHRD. And the front page and this abstract part. This is the committee, NIS committee, chaired by Professor Ashok Jhunjhunwala, most in Madras. And he was instrumental many type of basically he's from ECE background, and he instrumental in developing this mobile communication, several communication in India, and whole team was dedicatedly prepared this NISP. So the content of the policy is around 40-page content. So this is the content page. It has various types of heads and features. And now, for sake, I just use prepared by National Coordinator, NISP, and other area and other innovation-related programs. And various class programs, Smart India Hackathon, you know, Institution Innovation Council, we are in that. Atal ranking, past 2 editions we were, and first edition we were at top 100, and this last year edition we were at top 25. Now the ranking is under process. So then the main thing is how we can implement our policy, innovation and startup policy, in line with NISP and Tamil Nadu state policy. And International Hackathon also, one of the program made by a successful program made by MIC. So NISP launched by Honorable of Human Resource and Development on 11th September 2019 in a grand function. The policy intends to guide HEIs to promote students and faculty-driven innovations and startup. So mainly innovation and startup. It will be instrumental in leveraging the potential of students' problem-solving, entrepreneurial mindset, and promoting a strong inter-institutional partnership. So it promotes both intra and inter-institutional partnership. So overview, if a complete policy like this, so it consists of nearly 6 thrust areas. So A, B, C, D, E, F. So A contains HE strategies, governance for promoting innovation and entrepreneurs. This is a management side and governance. Right? A1, creating innovation plan and pathway for entrepreneurs. So here our role, faculty members' role plays a major role. We need to create a pathway, a pipeline or pathway, a setup, how to convert idea to startup. Building operational capacity, human resources and incentives, infrastructure. A2 gives infrastructure, and A3 gives co-creation and business relationship and knowledge exchange. So collaboration in the sense we can collaborate with other incubator or our own incubator or other institutions like that, and knowledge also, a knowledge base we need to create. Then B consists of non-faculty student-driven innovations and startup. So this policy gives not only for students but also for faculty members. So faculty members also can contribute towards startup and other benefits. And beyond B2 gives incentivizing faculty and students for entrepreneurs. That's what they have defined. And norms for faculty startup. When faculty involving in startup, what are the norms? How it holds. Guides. And C consists of incubation and support. So this is the infrastructure, very preliminary office incubation and pre-incubation part. We in our each and every department we can start with some incubation lab or any other research lab is available. You can start with the pre-incubation, and incubation you can have either own incubation. So now in KCT we have a Forge accelerator, dedicated incubator center. Similarly, other institutions also can approach Forge for any innovation and startup related activities. Otherwise, you can join by institutions, incubation units. And very important, IP ownership rights for technologies developed at HEI. So IP, so we are developing various different types of IPs, mainly patent. So what about the ownership? It also defined here. And next one, E, pedagogy and learning interventions for supporting innovation and startups. How the teaching learning process for innovation and startup, how it can become under curriculum, and how credits can be awarded. Excuse me. And finally, entrepreneurial performance impact assessment. So everywhere, whatever the policy is there, so finally we need to measure the outcome. So then only we can know the growth of particular institution or particular department or particular group of people, how it was started and process, and where we need to improve like that. So several performance indices also they are defined accordingly to plan. So major highlighting of features of the policies are creation of innovation fund for supporting innovative projects and startups by allocating minimum of 1% of total institution budget. This is the very important and mandatory also. Very minimum of 1% of total institution budget should be allocated and utilized for innovation and entrepreneurship program. Academic break for semester year to work in their startup. Credits for working on innovative prototype and business models. So these are the major feature that you know, the KCT is well known for ProtoSim, and it's successfully going on in Forge incubator. Other institution members also, you can think about this. If you have any clarification required, please raise or contact us so that we will help you. And next important thing is, see here, 2% to 9.5% equity or stake in startup company by institutes incubator. So this equity, this are including institution, so faculty who are all involving and students who are all involving. So everyone this applies. And complete ownership of IPR by the inventors in case of non-usage of institute's facilities or resources. If it is created by outside, then it's a pure ownership depends upon the inventors. Services to be offered by the institution in lieu of equity, fee-based or zero payment model. So what are the services we offer for development, this innovation and entrepreneurship? This some fee or equity can be done, or initially we can think about zero payment model also, in order to promote this culture among the students and faculty members. This may be a zero payment model. Now we will start with that thrust areas one by one. So A starts with strategies and governance of promoting entrepreneurship. Major dimension of HEI strategy should formulate university or HEI level, document in accordance with the NISP and startup policy. So this is what I mentioned. So now those who are joining in the NISP campaign, we need to create a policy document in line with both central and state government policies. So that is for that they asked us to go for odd numbered committee, to steering committee, to prepare or discuss and prepare in the higher managerial level, so that how innovation and startup can be promoted in the institutions. So our next step is we need to create these policies. So after collecting several feedback from stakeholders like faculty members, students, and other company side also, then finally we need to prepare a document that should suit our environment. our each and every institutions, right? So achieved through mission statement rather than the stringent control. See, we can focus our mission statement so that how we can promote innovation and startups. That should be the main motto or objective of this policy, even our own policy. So entrepreneurial agenda should be the responsibility of a senior person at the level of dean, director, equivalent position with less hierarchy. And so without considering the hierarchy, the good level of autonomy should be given to that particular person so that he can run, so that he can work with full freedom to develop this culture. Intra and inter-institutional relation to promote E&I agenda, and institute can provide services and facilities to outsider entrepreneurs too. So that's why, so if we have any such say incubation, you can service to others. So that's what many incubation centers are doing, almost all the incubation. So many incubation centers are funded by government partly. So hence all of the incubators are readily available and welcome our requirements. They are ready to include our requirement. And resource mobilization plan can be like this. So own resource, say 1% of total institution budget, or raising fund from diverse source, state or central agencies. It's up to us. And incubation fund, that's why also central government is funding many schemes for incubation area and startup fund. That can be utilized, or we can do like a sponsorship or donation from alumni network or any other network in the particular institutions. So all HEI should join the IIC Institutions Innovation Council, Smart India Hackathon, and Atal ranking. Hope you know about this. So IIC, each and most of the institution now as IIC cell, Innovation Council, with the student and faculty members. So they have given more variety of programs, calendar. So calendar of activities they are guiding us so that we can conduct in line with the calendar. We have to conduct and we need to submit all the reports that we have conducted. So finally, IIC, so MIC, that is Minister of Education Innovation Cell, ranking all these institutions, those who are part of this IIC. So ranking with variety of parameters. Similar, and also another Atal ranking, you know, that is also going on, and they should participate in Smart India Hackathon. And A1, creating innovation pipeline and pathway for entrepreneurs. Once this, with respect to mission and policy and the budget allocation, everything is over, now we can think about the platform or guideline, starting from simple idea to startup. Suppose that a student has an idea of creativity as a product form, maybe it may be returned to product form, but how to start, where to start, he should know. That process, entire process should be known to the particular student. Such a way the policy should be refined. So HEI, to ensure maximum students should participate and go through the pre-incubation process of problem identification, solution development, proof of concept validation, POC validation, and prototype development, business model and proposal development. These are the very important and key processing steps, right from simple idea to final startup. So for this, we need to have some systematic process. So HEI should link and collaborate their incubation unit with external agencies and ecosystem enablers, and provide network support to incubate startups. So collaboration is always welcome. So even in our particular institute, in say interdepartmental, inter-institutions, similarly with incubation units. That's very, very important. So incubation unit always runs around these words called innovation and startup. So that is why they will give more idea, more guideline to us. Always we can get help from incubation centers. Even incubation centers also collaborating with co-incubation centers. or co-incubation process. So hence it will be much more useful. So connecting student entrepreneurs with incubate startups for internship, experience sharing, and encouraging participation of students in and business plan competition, organize such competitions hackathon on campus. So competition to validate and to uh, have a better healthy competition, we need to have policy for organizing such events in the campus. That may be conducted in different levels, pre-incubation, simple idea level, we can conduct, and some final level startup and all the incubation center like can proceed. Building organizational capacity, human resources and incentives. Institute should recruit staff that have a strong innovation and entrepreneurial industrial experience, behavioral and attitude. This will help in fostering the IE agenda and culture in HA. So manpower or faculty is a very important. So faculty and department of institute have to work in coherence and cross-departmental linkage and maximum utilization of internal resources and knowledge base. Faculty and staff should be encouraged to do courses, training, certificates on innovations and entrepreneurship and IPR. So nowadays, many of our central so those who are very much interested in you can focus point. Data should develop a non-academic incentives and reward mechanism for all faculty and stakeholders. A perfect should be used for evaluating importance and conditions of faculty achieving I in agenda. So this is appraisal. Creation and business relationship. Farming
சார் ஆடியோ கட் ஆயிடுச்சுங்க சார், வீடியோ பிரசன்டேஷன் இல்லைங்க.